Swear.
Behave. Okay. So you guys submitted some stuff from before. Let's have a look, see what we did here. All right, Alan, you got these.
That's a good looking photo.
Yeah, who is that guy? Okay, black and white Alan. Tell us what you did here.
That was what you did, just press the button.
Oh, one of those. Yeah.
I don't honestly remember, I have no idea what the settings are, but.
No, we don't need settings. What was this synced with the strobe or available light?
I think this was strobe.
Okay,
I
because
think.
almost everything we do is available light except for a few, so I wasn't sure last week. Yeah, because we're using the Stella lights, so we went with continuous, actually continuous lighting, not available. Yeah, yeah. Okay. See this next one here.
Well, it looks a bit overexposed here.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, my goodness. Someone's been playing with that again. Yeah. It's okay.
Oh, look, there, yeah.
All right, we'll do it this way then. Let me just move around. It's a shame.
What's the
Yeah.
matter?
Yeah, this is one of these guys.
So I did them all black and white initially. And then, when you asked for 5, I would do one, to the color ones, they're just exactly the same image. Only
Okay.
one black and white.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's Todd. Yeah. Now that little hot spot you got there.
He cut himself shaving.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I saw that.
That's what he told me.
That is what it was.
Oh, then we can heal that without
Yeah.
I didn't
changing
see
his
that.
features.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't see that.
There we go. Okay,
You can take that out.
so yeah, that can come out pretty easily.
Yeah.
And this here,
Too hot, box.
you can either take out with a healing brush, these two guys, or you can just,
Yeah.
paint a little local masking here and then just bring it down.
Yeah.
Bring your highlight down, it's stuff in Camera Raw or Lightroom.
Nice catch light in his eyes.
There shouldn't be a color one.
Let's see. Yep, there we go.
I like, for some reason, I like portraits in black and white. I just.
Yeah,
find them more
more dramatic.
appealing.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, that's it on those, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Question.
Sure.
Evan, what program do you use to sign the photograph?
Oh, it's a signature. I purchased it. I'm actually. I thought I was pretty good at writing. Until I tried to do my own signature for that, and I couldn't, so I bought this.
What do you use
Photo.
to process your photo?
What did I use?
No, what do you use?
Oh, I don't have Photoshop, so
Do you use elements or?
no, just starting to learn how to use any kind of computer.
Okay, 'cause
And I found, Sandy, if I try and sign it, it makes the whole picture out of focus. So I'm wondering how you.
Well,
You can do that on a new layer.
This is an image you buy and you just.
Yeah, basically, it's got transparency on it, so it doesn't have a background on it, so it's just the lettering, and then you put it on a layer over the picture. And then you flatten it out when you save it to a JPEG, because if you're in layers, usually it's a PSD or TIFF or some format that can do multiple layers. What program are you using?
Publisher,
Publisher. Oh, so you're on a PC then?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one much.
And if I highlighted the box and typed in a signature, the whole picture's out of focus, so.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to figure, and.
Yeah, it's probably an automatic thing so you can read the text.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So basically at that point, you're just creating a fuzzy background for it,
Yeah.
for your type.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to control that or not.
Scan it so it's an image. And then you might be able to bring it.
Yeah, if someone PC, you use PC, yeah, maybe you can help them out, because, yeah, I'm just on a Mac here.
Sandy, that's how you,
That's somebody's phone or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
you signed your photograph below the picture.
Yeah, yeah, I just usually put it in the border, and then I'll print. I'll set my print box so it covers that area as being printable,
Right.
you know, so it prints the signature and then the image above it. Or if I'm just sending it out like a JPEG or something, then I'll move it up, and I have a black one and a white one, depending on if it's a dark or a light image.
Do you use that as a signature when you go to export?
Yeah,
That's what I.
yeah,
usually
you can program it in there and move it
Yeah.
where you want, size it the way you want.
Yeah, I made it
But-
as a brush,
Yeah, yeah, you can do that too.
and so that way I
And
can.
you just
size
click it.
or whatever.
Yeah, and then just,
And I can make it black or white, you know,
yeah, that makes it easy too.
yeah.
Good idea.
And then I just went and looked for a font that I liked. I went online because I didn't like anything that was on the computer, and there's a lot of free fonts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
that's
found a font I liked and downloaded that, and you know,
a good way to do it.
I really like that though.
Yeah, Alan, yours looks great.
So who, where'd you get that?
It's called photo logo. No, it's
Photo logo? I heard of that.
photo, yeah, photo logo, I think. it is.
I like it.
And it will do, you know, a number of different things. And
Yeah.
pick whatever I want.
And then getting back to Lightroom, Joy, if I'm printing, when I set up my page size and I set up my image size, I'll make, if my signature's on the vertical, I'll make the image size bigger on the vertical so that it includes the signature. And there's a box there too, like you have when you export, where you just tick it and pick the image you want to be your signature.
Yeah.
And then you can size that too,
Oh, that's cool.
and put it anywhere you want.
I'm gonna start printing some of these images that we're doing also, so.
Okay.
we're Using that.
What should I say?
That's-
Oh, I'm signed out? Yeah, I don't know if I am or not. We'll find out. That happens a lot. Okay, all right, let's close this down. Let's see here. Close that down and pick the next group here. Yeah, it looks like I am signed up. I wonder if someone else signed in. Somebody else signed in. Well, I guess we're just not gonna have a recording this week if this keeps up. Let me just try one. Oh, Dave,
Sandy, I was looking through my files to submit to the gallery that you're in. Your next show is called Color.
Mhm.
So I found this very colorful picture and I thought I'd send it along here as a outdoor still life
Mhm.
example.
Yeah.
Afternoon light raking across from the right or the left,
Mhm.
and that's straight shot, no cropping, no nothing.
Oh, good.
Where did you find it?
That was in Tubac and all those ceramic shops, you know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a lot
fun.
better on your screen than it does on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this model showed up as a mad scientist. That's all I have to say about that one.
He
That's-
certainly is. Yeah, I like that. It's fun. Was that the assistant?
Uh-huh. I thought this turned out good of James. And it has Sandy's Hollywood mist in the back.
Yeah.
You're very photogenic. You know that, don't you?
No, this is the first I've ever heard of it.
Either that or just really good.
You didn't break
Sandy
it.
tricked me, said, sit down here for just a second and we're gonna do something or other. And then I ended up being there.
Some
Yeah.
super glue.
It worked again, yeah.
I really like my hair in this. I look like I'm
Yeah.
on fire,
There you go, yeah.
but I'm not smiling and I thought I smiled more. It's all right.
Yeah, but I think it's a good portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
Very
too.
strong woman, you know. Does anybody know Gertrude Stein, Picasso?
Yeah.
sure.
You know, it's that firm. I like the portrait. I took maybe 15 of you and chose that one.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think
Now, when
it
you
looked-
start learning to do a little post processing, you could, pull some of this down a little bit and balance it out. So, just.
There's also a tool called the shrink tool where you can get rid of some of that neck. Yeah, it works. Cheap.
Sandy, I have a technical question.
Sure.
Not to get too deep, but every time I crop something, it leaves that little white line in the picture. I
Yeah,
don't know how to get rid of that.
yeah, it looks like you're just off a pixel, just when you're doing the crop, go maybe a pixel more. Or is that on the edge?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
why.
edge. And
Yeah.
then it moves, like if I clip that off, it'll go to the other side or to the top.
Oh, can you move each side individually? Or- Yeah, so move them both in just a little bit. Yeah, and that'll take care of it. All right, so we're gonna go to filter camera raw. Where is it? There we are. I heard seeing up there. Okay, so the first thing you can do is just kind of maybe do we have auto on here? No, I don't see auto.
Up at the top.
Oh, it's over here. Yeah, it's a little different than Lightroom. Thank you, Pat. Now it's gonna kind of blow everything open a little bit more. So first thing I do when I do, it likes up the exposure. I usually like to bring it back down again, so I'll double click it. And then I'll take the highlight and see if I can. Yeah, see that it's getting a little too dirty. It's somewhere there. Right about there, and then maybe we can pull the whites down just a little bit. And I open up the shadows a little bit and bring the blacks down. Anyway, you're gonna have to balance this a bit till you get where you want. Now I'm seeing we're getting a little. Yeah, just a little in the pattern, but I don't really see any detail in there, so I wouldn't worry about it.
So what's on the backdrop on there?
Over here, looks like a shadow from something. Yeah. I might even wanna take this exposure down a bit. Bring those highlights back up.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Although, when I'm looking on mine, I think I'm a little too down. Yeah, somewhere around there. There we go. Look at that one. That's not gonna help you for balancing out. I was trying to do down there and it's way off. Anyway, so that'll give you an idea what you can do once you start learning how to use Photoshop or Elements. Depending on what you decide to go with. Yeah. Okay. Turn that off. Okay,
Skip the next one.
skip that one. Who's that guy?
Oh,
Deep in thought.
Now, you also notice when you're shooting people with glasses, it kind of concentrates the light a bit, so you get a little brighter area behind them,
yeah,
especially on the bottom if your light's a
Yeah.
little above. So, you could locally take care of that with a mask. Just brush into those areas and take it down a little bit and balance it out.
So to get rid of that when you're shooting,
No, you can't do it while you're shooting. Unless you get rid of the glasses. All right, so. Eat this thing. No, I guess it's not gonna wanna go away. All right. Let's just go into camera raw. Yeah. There you go. Okay. So you've got this localized masking here. We've done this before. You want to just pick a brush. Okay. We're gonna make a brush pretty small. Just kind of come over here and just paint this area in. See my head 0. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
So you use the plus and the minus there?
I'm going to just basically, looks like it's been set already. Let's see where we're at here. I'm just gonna take this highlight down a little bit. Okay, and the white down just a hair. That's usually enough to dig it down a bit. That might be a little too much. Yeah, especially on the left one. When there's enough discrepancy, you might want to do 2.
Right, because
Yeah.
the right eye is much brighter than the left
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah, exactly. So,
You mean do one at a time?
yeah, exactly. Do one and then
Yeah.
and stay. Yeah, so basically you would just go back up here and
Turn it off and then turn it back.
see where it's at. No, it's create new.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you make another mask and just do a brush again and just do the other side.
And you can use any one of those tools besides the little brush to work with that.
Exactly.
Mm.
All right, so then I would go back to that first one, first mask one. There it is. Okay, put that back on again. All right, so if you hold down the option key, you can go back there and erase that from the first one. So then you have one on each, so you have a left eye and a right eye. Then
Sorry,
it's-
Alan, are your glasses non-glare?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Because non-glare would be.
maybe.
Well, they're not glare.
It's not glare.
It's gonna be-
It's not
It's converged, the convergence of light because they're plus lenses.
Yeah, I don't know whether, I don't think Blair is gonna take care of it. I think it's the refraction from the glass. No matter how you, right? Pretty much. Doesn't matter if it's non-glare or not. Yeah, so that's how you do that.
And having him tip his chin down a little bit wouldn't have had anything to do with it.
The only other thing you could do is maybe bring the light down a little bit so it moves it up more into his
Oh, okay.
cornea and his iris. You could do that. Okay. That's those. Let's see who's next here. Jackie's not here, right? I wonder if she was on Zoom. Okay, well, we'll go to Jim Murphy. You just have 2, Jim?
Just to,
Okay. So I make sure we got them all.
Oh, I like that.
That's good.
Did you use the shrink tool?
So was Sandy misting when you shot this thing?
I think he might have been, yeah. I didn't really like the misting effect for most of these portraits. So if it was mist, I cropped it out. I don't know. I messed with her hair a lot.
Yeah. Nice.
Very nice.
It's really good.
Yeah, young. Or
Now, if you guys use Neo at all, see if I can get over to Neo here.
I'll send that to my kids.
They do have, those portrait things. Does it say Neo? Yeah, okay. So small here, I can't read it. Look up on the big screen. There we go. I might be a few versions behind on this. I don't know if I updated or not. Double
I went through and tried all their canned portrait things and, you know, and there, I didn't like one of them.
Yeah. Why did it go in here? I don't want to go there. Let's go back to Neo. There we go. Okay, let's just. We'll just make this full screen. There we go. So anyway, you can go down and just use their portrait stuff, but we've got face to start. Now this face light isn't going to make sense here because you're already bright, but basically what it does, it just makes the face brighter, see? Might use it to balance it out if you want, but they do have slim faces out. What you were looking for?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
What, really?
Whee!
Yes. Which.
So your
is this?
your younger sister. I want that one. Virtual reality. This is called Luminar Neo. Okay,
Luminar.
yeah, you'll like this.
Can you do that in
Neo.
Luminar AI?
Maybe, I don't remember. I haven't used it for a long time.
Serious. We just joined the single.
I mean, they have all kinds of stuff.
I was gonna say,
See, you can enlarge the eye. You do all kinds of stuff. But let's just stick to the real stuff. Yeah, we're just we're gonna whiten the eyes, we're gonna enhance them a little bit.
just change.
Okay, if she had a lot of red, red eye in the cornea, you could do that. Dark circles, you can kind of lighten those up a little bit. Eyebrows are fine, we can leave those alone. There's a thing called iris flare, which
Yeah.
is this little deal here. See where you see opposite side of the highlight. You can play with that too, brighten that up.
That is really cool.
Just take it way up so give you an idea.
Isn't it?
You can see it more on her right eye there. Because her right eye didn't have any, So, it kind of gives you some things to play around with. Now you can get into skin.
That was the mouth, you missed the mouth.
Yeah, you can play with the mouth too. I'm sorry.
You can do that on camera.
Yeah, if you go back to the mouth,
Down the bottom, I think it's-
on the bottom here. You've got saturation. You can bring that up if you want a little bit. You can make them redder if you want.
Trouble is, if you're doing that on a group. picture,
If you have teeth and they're a little
everybody
yellow, you
gets
can
red.
whiten them up, and just up
One
there.
at a time.
Yeah. So you got that.
You
And,
select
and
one
they
at
have
a
a
time.
body thing, just like the face, where you can slim yourself down if you want.
I like all of this.
Yeah. So skin, you get to a point where it gets real plasticky, or if it's too much like that. But, you can just give it a little bit. You gotta wait sometimes for it to update, because it's a lot of stuff going on there.
You used something on my face for the skin. Did you
I
do
did.
that already on it?
I did, I used a couple of things.
Now you get shine removal as well. There you go. So right now, with what we've done, here's your before, and there's your after. Mostly seeing the lips and the eyes, because that's what we did the most
It
work
really
on.
pops your eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then they have a high key if you want to really go nuts, you can play with that kind of look, if you want to go. Yeah.
It's Luminar Neo, is that what you?
Neo.
It's really
Yeah.
easy to use. It's
Yeah.
super easy.
Now this,
Expensive?
I kind of like the super contrast. Because you can take these highlights down a bit with it. It usually warms them up though. You see how it's warming them up?
Yeah, that's very cool. I do so many portraits stuff. It make.
This would make your workflow really
Yeah.
easy. And then you can take your midtones separately and. Kind of play with those a bit. And if you want to open your shadows up a little bit. You can do that. So now locally, if you want to see what just this is doing instead of everything, you use this eyeball. You want to see what everything's done, you use this one. This will give you before and after for just this particular tool. So that's what it's doing. And then if you want to get rid of that warmth, you can go into color correction and that's generally under develop. They do have a color, but I kind of like going into develop that has more things to do. So it's got smart contrast. So if this is a little too contrasty, you can take it down a little. And if it's not contrasted enough, you can take it up, and it's very small increments, like, 10 to 12 is usually pretty good. So yeah, now you could probably take your highlights down here a little bit more, yeah. Okay, you want to open up your shadows a little bit. There you go. But your colors here. So if you want to take that warmth down just a little bit. There you go. And it also has masks. So if you just want this to be in this specific area, you can just mask for it. So now we've done an overall. This is cool too. If you close this and then reopen it again, it's not the same tool. It's actually putting another layer on there.
It's separating it into a different layer?
Yeah, because here's what's happening. See this edits column?
Yeah.
You already got to develop here. It shows everything you've done. See, we went in the face twice. Remember, we went back for the mouth.
Uh-huh.
So the mouth's on this one, but the rest of the face is on this one. So and high key, we didn't do anything. So you can actually just take that one and throw it out. Like that. Okay.
I gotta get this.
Yeah. So now we open develop up again. Now we might have 3 of them because we went back and forth, but we'll see. Now we can just go in masking. And take a brush. Maybe just go around this area here. Maybe across here. A little bit. All right. And then we'll go back to the adjustments. And in there, you can put the highlights a little more,
Oh,
and you can go back to color. And now you could cool that off even more if you want. Let's get a little too blue. Maybe you might want to just desaturate it a little bit. There we go. Okay,
yeah.
now you've got that.
I think under skin, there's a shine slider too. I think
Yeah,
it's
there
really
is.
handy. Take the.
Yeah, I could take some of that out. So if we close this up, so now see if we go into edit. You've got 2 of them in the develop. Because you did it 2 different times. Okay, so now let's see if we go back to skin. I believe that's where your shine is, or maybe it's face. Yeah, here's shine removal.
But I find that to be really handy in a lot
Yeah.
of workers.
Yeah, so you can,
$79.
yeah, there you go. So that'll show you where it's taking it out.
That's nice improvement.
It might be a little too much.
So it
Yeah,
looks like, is this like a yearly
And now-
subscription?
this is what you're really gonna see if you're printing, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe overall, you might wanna bump up the exposure a little bit. So if I'm just looking at this screen, I would probably, oh, there's another tool that's really cool too. Let me go back and show you this one. This one enhances worth the price of admission, just for that. Just kind of balancing things overall. If you look down here, you can kind of see what it's doing a little better. See how it's pulling the hair up and bringing the detail a little better. Yeah, just some nice things. So it kind of works with contrast and saturation and exposure at the same time. This enhanced tool, it's kind of neat.
Well, environment.
Yeah. So.
Sandy gets a commission.
No, I gotta give you a link. I gotta give you a link. Yeah, so that's where you were before. If you look down here, you'll see the difference on the laptop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a big difference there. So it kind of balances things out. So, yeah. In fact, Dave I would start with this program because it's so easy to learn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even start with Photoshop. Start with this one.
And it shows up the-
Luminar.
Yes, you just looked at it. $39.
I don't know, I think
There's a lot of
79.
different ways, but
What's
you
that?
can get one of the extensions and you can get a whole,
Oh, yeah, it's got all kinds of stuff.
got
you
all
can add
kinds of
to it.
stuff.
Oh, I'm trying to-
Yeah.
Need most of those.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you probably don't need most of them. You can buy them later if you want. Yeah.
So I-
But the
I
basics,
have-
what, $79 still or is it
79,
99?
there's 179, 119, and then there's one for 995. Maybe that's a subscription by month or something.
Then you can get it for 2 screens or one, if you got a laptop and a desktop, you probably just need one to start.
So I have AI, Luminar AI, can you add Leo to that?
Yeah, they may give you an upgrade discount, you'll probably get it for 79 for sure. Or 69, maybe 79 for two screens, yeah. Yeah,
So this,
sign in before you go to pricing,
Sign into the Luminar site.
the actual site, yeah,
Go to their site and sign in.
yeah, let me just quit this, yeah, so,
Want me to text it to you back?
well, I got it.
Text it to myself.
yeah, it's skylum.com, but basically, right? Okay. So, let's see here. That was your other one. right?
Who is that?
Sorry, the guy before. Is that Mafia guy's brother?
I don't recognize his.
Yeah. That's actually a nice shot of you. Yeah, I like that down here. Up there, that's blown out.
That was going on.
Yeah, somebody messed with the TV again. I don't know.
So
I give up.
the white on his one shoulder, that's just from the light.
Yeah, that's from the hair light. Backlight, yeah. Because it was behind him and down, it was right about here, I think.
So that to me is distracting. Could you lower the light a little bit and got rid of that?
No, actually, it is lowered. That's why it's real thin. If you raise it, it would get wider
But if you would go any lower than what it actually was.
or just turn it down.
Oh,
Yeah. I kind of like it because it separates from the background,
yeah,
especially when he's wearing black on black. But maybe you could tone it down so it's not so hot. Maybe it's more like this area all through. Okay. Just enough to separate it, like here, is nice. That's all you really need.
that side I don't mind.
Yeah, so that's just a matter of adjusting the light and looking on the back of your camera. Okay, Joy. Let me just. Grab those.
Oh, well, I forgot, but not the one that teaches.
So I gotta remember what I did.
Did you post process these? or-
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think he's a little bright. It's probably a little better on your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say look at this if you can see it,
Yeah.
you know, just, and that for the detail, lack thereof.
I did a little skin smoothing on him because he doesn't bother.
Yeah.
Texture and stuff, and all that other stuff, obviously. So I smoothed it out a little bit for him and then just.
And there's.
Oh.
Got a couple of.
It was easy to shoot.
This guy up.
Yeah,
Are they all too bright like that? Do you think I should bring it down?
just a little bit,
Yeah.
but you're looking at it, just mostly in the highlights, I think.
Did you put a vignette on that one?
Yeah.
Vignette or a pinata?
I like working with that when there's a black background.
There we go.
He looks too washed out there too, so I guess it's just, I need to, I have a tendency to get too bright with it.
Yeah, they
I
need to
really
come
like
back.
this.
Now, maybe you're not calibrated.
Probably should.
Yeah.
I like, this is my favorite shot.
Yeah, mine too. I like this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, who's next here? That's here. Neil's not here. Pat. Okay, it's that Hawaiian shirt again. Yeah, I think you're pretty good there too with your exposures. Just a little hot on the backlight, but that's kind of the nature of it with us guys with the short haircuts. I think that's a good shot.
Yeah.
Enjoy with the rainstorm.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's really very photogenic.
Thank
Really.
you.
Oh.
Drama shot.
Serious man.
You're making offers.
The only thing I would do is, just maybe take these down with that local mask I showed you just a little bit. Or you could just kind of clone a little bit or heel brush a little bit to get rid of that. Yeah.
You could just liquefy it, and you could turn the corners of his mouth up a little bit, so he'd be smiling. Very nice.
I like the seriousness of this shot. I think that's what makes it. Now he's angelic.
Yeah.
Angelic.
Great.
Here's a halo.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember on that
Nice.
one of Alan, if we were using the reflective.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, too many shots.
It's a nice picture.
Well, with Alan, this one,
No, the next.
this one, well, I guess we can go in and see. Nope, I don't see a card. I just see one light. In the eye there. Yeah, I don't see a card at all, so probably not. I think, was that all on yours? Yeah, okay. And Paula,
On Todd's, they didn't like his logo on his shirt. It was worn. So I like Todd shot.
you're pulling them out. Good for you. Yep. That's your call. Good, good. Or maybe that sponsor might sue you if your shirts. Apple doesn't like their logos in there unless you pay them for it. Whatever. I'm looking in the back. You're right here. You're so quiet. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice shot, Paul. Yeah, that's nice. Good job.
So that was.
Same,
This,
from the same
this.
position.
Yeah. Yeah, a little miss back there. Yeah, Mr. Todd. Yeah. Well, I think you guys are on your way, so I'm going away and you're on your own.
I liked your idea about coming in on Mondays, whoever wants to come in and just doing our own lab if we want to
Yeah,
do portraits of each other.
Yeah,
as
so-
people.
1 to 3 o'clock, and if you're gonna be running a little late, let the monitors know.
Okay. If
So,
anybody want to do that, I'll just all come on.
Thanks for bringing your family.
okay, all
Sin.
right, let me stop this recording.
Yeah.
Why not? Then we can send it off to him on his.
Easier said than
Critiquing when he's in.